changing tack a little bit, it would be remiss of me to let you go without discussing the Deontay Wilder situation. I'm sure you would have expected that. Correct me if I'm wrong as I go through this, because some people watching this won't know anything about what happened. But from what I've read, there was a meeting arranged between Wilder's team and DAZN in December or January. And in that meeting, it was discussed about him signing for DAZN.
No, the meeting was actually a year ago.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And you know, neither Deontay or myself spoke much really about anything. I only came out and spoke about anything in the last few months, and it was because people asked me direct questions. But no, the meeting was over a year ago, and Deontay knew I was setting up the meeting. He was aware of it, and we had spoken about it, and I thought it was the right thing to do. And with all due respect, as a promoter, whether or not whether or not he had incredibly strong management, and without Heyman and Shelley Finkel, he did. But I still felt that the right thing for me was to pursue every avenue out there. And things had come to a roadblock with Eddie Hearn. I mean, Shelley was running discussions with Eddie Hearn, and they came to a roadblock. But it occurred to me that it didn't make any sense to me why there weren't direct discussions with DAZN. And I set up the meeting, and I thought I did the right thing. I would have done the same thing again, but literally by the time I left the room, I was pretty much out of the Deontay Wilder business. And I'm a little bit surprised with respect to Deontay and my relationship. I was a little bit surprised about how it went down, but I wasn't surprised that Shelley and Al didn't want me involved, because I think they wanted total control over the situation. And you know, Deontay was a PBC fighter, and I was meeting with DAZN. But I got no regrets, and I got no bad feelings. I mean, Deontay. Look, I wouldn't have been involved with Deontay if he didn't make that decision. I mean, I promoted Deontay pretty much without a written agreement for years, because Deontay wanted me as his promoter, and we had a very good relationship, and he gave me that opportunity. So yeah, we're not working together any longer. Not working together any longer, but I don't have any bad feeling for him, and I was not rooting against him when he fought Fury, and I only want to see the best things for him, and it is what it is. But you know, you can look at it. Well, okay, I'm upset because of the way we parted ways, but I'm grateful for the time we worked together. So,
wow. This is Lou Dibella, and of course this was one of the biggest potential fights and contracts that could have been signed. And Deontay Wilder, his promoter was Lou Dibella, his manager or management was Shelley Finkel, or it still is Shelley Finkel and Al Heyman. And like Lou Dibella said, Deontay Wilder knew that he was setting up the meeting, okay? So I don't want people to think that Lou Dibella did something that Deontay Wilder was blindsided by, okay? Because a lot of times people will try to twist things around and, oh, well, Lou Dibella knew that they were with PBC. No, look, he knew that Deontay Wilder was a PBC fighter. But regardless of that, he knew that Deontay Wilder, from his own admission, wanted the Anthony Joshua fight. And Lou Dibella thought outside the box, okay? Things weren't happening with Eddie Hearn, which, in my opinion, I don't see why they weren't happening, but obviously they didn't like each other, okay? Shelley Finkel didn't care for Eddie Hearn, neither did Deontay Wilder, really, because of the back and forth talk. You know, media is media, okay? Media is definitely social, okay? And by social media standards, and the reason for all the back talk and, you know, hearsay from this side said this and that side said that, that's why I think the roadblock existed, honestly. Because Deontay Wilder started saying things, or his opinion, that, Eddie Hearn was a slave master. Okay, basically, he's nothing but a slave master, and using his own American history to dictate a European promoter. His thoughts on him and what he thought he was. And then Eddie Hearn was with the, hey, well, we don't really know who Deontay Wilder is. He's a guy from Alabama. So that was more harsh words. So I think that was a reason for the roadblock. But Lou Dibella, being Lou Dibella, was like, how is this a way to get this fight done? I know, Joshua fights on DAZN, right? So the DAZN vice president, the head man, John Skipper, I'm glad he's recovering from the COVID-19, by the way. He was able to set up a meeting with him, okay, with Lou Dibella, along with Deontay Wilder. Lou Dibella let Deontay Wilder know. Deontay Wilder then let his management know. Therefore, they were all there at one time. Okay, so there wasn't any secret there, and as Lou Dibella was saying, what John Skipper was presenting them looked good, but obviously it was not good enough, okay, because Al Heyman supposedly said to Deontay Wilder, whispered in his ear, this is Mayweather training money, okay. Shelly Finkel, his take on it was, I like John Skipper. We are still in negotiations, or we're still in good standards with John Skipper. Now, that's what Shelly Finkel did say when Deontay Wilder turned down the opportunity to fight on DAZN, to fight Anthony Joshua, to fight Dominic Breazeale on that platform. Okay, so I don't think that he outwardly expressed that this was a bad move. Okay. So with Lou Dibella saying, well, when that meeting was over, he was out of that business, he basically told us that it wasn't more so the deal, it was more so Lou Dibella presenting the deal, and the connection, the connect was through Lou Dibella. Okay, so this shines some light on things, as people need to understand that Al Heyman, Shelly Finkel, I think that was a 50-50 thing. I think Shelly Finkel would probably be more on board than Al Heyman. Al Heyman's the one with the connect to PBC and Fox. He has that relationship, PBC, Fox, and Showtime. He has that relationship with those guys. So he's more loyal to those guys because he is the businessman. He is that guy that is connected to those broadcasting companies. Okay, so when Lou Dibella connected with DAZN, first of all, that's a competitor. Second of all, it wasn't Al Heyman that had the connect. It was Lou Dibella, so they wanted to cut Lou Dibella out of that deal. That's why they didn't really want to add him into any other thing, because they disguised it. Oh, well, you're dealing with the rival broadcasting company, DAZN, the streaming service, versus us. But the whole thing is Deontay Wilder knew. So ultimately, I feel that it was up to Deontay Wilder. That's why he said I was a little bit surprised on how the meeting went, okay? And he said it didn't surprise him at all that they wanted total control over that. See, when Lou Dibella, if he would have set that up, he would have had a certain percentage out of that because he was the one that initiated the deal, okay? It was Lou Dibella talking to John Skipper, then Lou Dibella promoted by Deontay Wilder, then Deontay Wilder's management was included, okay? But who do you think a lot of that bulk share of that would go to? Lou Dibella. Why? Because he was the promoter, okay? And he got the connect. So I think they were more worried about how the split was management and promoter-wise. How much does the management, Shelly Finkel and Al Heyman, get versus how much does Lou Dibella get? Lou Dibella would get much more because he initiated the deal, because he was able to do something that Al Heyman, the quiet, silent angel partner, and Shelly Finkel weren't able to do with Eddie Hearn. So those guys weren't able to come together to make a fight, okay, between these two champions. So this is what we had. Now we had Lou Dibella raising the bar, thinking outside the box, getting the meeting together, and had all these people, all these powerhouse people in one room. Okay? You didn't even need Eddie Hearn and Anthony Joshua there. That wasn't a factor. The factor was bringing Deontay Wilder to come to the zone to fight on a certain platform, right? Then the questions that were asked. So let me go forth with this interview with Lou Dibella.
In my old age, I'm trying to be a little bit more philosophical about that.
What do you make of the Fury rematch? Was it simply that Fury was so good on the night, or were there things that Wilder and his team could have done differently?
Well, he's pretty much through with that. That's a different topic. But I think that Lou Dibella, is not really upset about it. I think, honestly, my counterpunch on this whole interview here, I think Lou Dibella, because if you notice, he's not as aggressive in this interview as he was with the IFL TV people. Okay, because he was pretty high-strung. Lou Dibella can get pissed off. Now, you can piss him off, but you didn't see that in this interview. You didn't witness that. You didn't witness the spike in his voice when he gets pissed off and starts cussing and spitting. Okay, you didn't really see that in this. So I think in time, I think he's calmed down. But if he had to calm down, he must have been what? Upset. And I think he was upset, and I think his biggest disappointment was Deontay Wilder. I think he was disappointed in Deontay because Deontay knew what he was trying to do. He knew what his intentions were. And if a guy has a good, a good game plan in mind, and has good intentions for you and, wants the best for you, that's what you should realize and appreciate. You know what I mean? So I think that on that end, he was disappointed because Deontay Wilder claimed, and he heard him being his promoter, I want to fight Joshua. Why they stopping me from fighting Joshua? The money that they offering me, I'm worth more than that. I believe in myself. Speak it, believe it, receive it. And the things that he said. You think Lou Dibella haven't heard that? He's heard all that. In Deontay's own words, right? So he was like, okay, let me do what these other two dudes are failing to do for you. And that written contract, and he let in this, I want to touch bases on too. He was promoting Deontay Wilder without a contract. And I believe that Shelley and Al Heyman reminded Lou Dibella of that. You're not on contract with this man. We are. We're his management. You're a promoter that he just cares to hang around to make things go smoother or whatever. But you're not signed for or to Deontay Wilder, or should I say Deontay Wilder is not signed to you in any means. So there. See ya. You know what I mean? And I think that's what pissed Lou Dibella off. Therefore, Lou Dibella and Deontay Wilder parted ways. And guess what? Like Lou Dibella said, they haven't talked since. Okay? Now, I would like to hear Deontay Wilder's perspective. But, of course, we haven't heard anything from him of any perspective right now because he's MIA. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think about this interview with Lou Dibella, okay? What do you think about Lou Dibella? How is he taking it? What do you think did happen? Of course, leave your comments below. Please subscribe, and you guys been counterpunched. Peace.